While being a child star has its perks, fame at a young age, privileges, and a different and more improved life than their peers, there is sadly a darker side to this coin. For some child stars, they came face to face with grown-up challenges even at such a young age. Others had a lovely childhood but grew up to be forgotten by the world and plunged into a tragic and awful life. What is even sadder is the fact that a lot of people only come to know of their struggles after their demise. Gary Coleman. A name synonymous with the iconic character Arnold Jackson from the television sitcom Different Strokes, navigated a life filled with hurdles that eventually culminated in a heartbreaking conclusion. Born on February 8, 1968, Coleman's journey into the limelight began early, earning him acclaim as a child actor during the late 1970s and early 1980s for his stellar performance on Different Strokes. Despite the accolades garnered from his time on the show, Coleman encountered a myriad of challenges as he transitioned into adulthood. The shadow of financial mismanagement and legal skirmishes with both his parents and former advisors cast a looming cloud over his financial landscape. In the realm of adult responsibilities, Coleman grappled with the quest for consistent work in the entertainment industry. His diminutive stature and the persistent echo of his child star image posed formidable obstacles, making the pursuit of meaningful roles a daunting endeavor. But sadly, for him, the worst was yet to come. In 1998, Coleman was charged with assault while working as a security guard. Tracy Fields, a Los Angeles bus driver and fan of Coleman's work on Different Strokes, approached him in a California mall and requested his autograph while he was shopping for a bulletproof vest. When Coleman refused to give her an autograph, an argument ensued, and Fields reportedly mocked Coleman's lackluster acting career. Coleman then punched Fields in the face several times in front of witnesses. He was arrested and later defended himself in court, alleging that Fields had threatened him. He said, "She wouldn't leave me alone. I was getting scared and she was getting ugly." Coleman pleaded no contest to one count of assault, received a suspended jail sentence, and was ordered to pay Fields $1,165 hospital bill and to take anger management classes. But again, in 2007, Coleman was cited for misdemeanor disorderly conduct in Provo, Utah, after a heated discussion in public with his wife, Shannon Price. In 2009, Coleman and his ex-wife were involved in a domestic dispute, after which Price was arrested on suspicion of domestic violence, and both parties were cited for disorderly conduct. Then just a year later, in 2008, Coleman was involved in an altercation at a Payson, Utah bowling alley, which began when Colt Rushton, age 24, photographed Coleman without his permission. The two men argued, according to witnesses. In the parking lot, Coleman allegedly backed his truck into Rushton, striking his knee and pulling him under the vehicle before hitting another car. Rushton was treated at a local hospital for minor injuries and released. Coleman later pleaded no contest to charges of disorderly conduct and reckless driving and was fined $100. In 2010, he settled a civil suit related to the incident for an undisclosed said amount. Adding another layer to his trials, health issues, including kidney problems, compounded Coleman's struggles. But eventually his world came to a screeching halt in the year 2010 as an intracranial hemorrhage led to his hospitalization. Tragically, on May 28, 2010, at the age of 42, Coleman's journey came to an end due to complications arising from a fall. His passing ignited a media frenzy, sparking discussions about the intricate difficulties faced by former child stars both on personal and professional fronts. Gary Coleman's tragic narrative serves as a poignant testament to the challenges entwined with early fame, financial mismanagement, and the arduous journey of establishing an identity beyond the confines of an iconic childhood. Jack Wilde. The English actor whose legacy shines brightest for his Academy Award-nominated portrayal as the Artful Dodger in the film Oliver and his memorable role as Jimmy in the television series H.R. Pufnstuf faced a poignant narrative marked by triumphs and tragic turns. Jack Wilde entered the world on September 30th, 1952, born into a humble working-class family in Royton, Lancashire. At the age of 8 in 1960, his life took a turn as he, along with his parents and elder brother Arthur, relocated to Hounslow, Middlesex. There he took on the role of assisting the milkman, earning about 5 shillings for his efforts. The twist of fate that led him to the entertainment world unfolded while playing football with his brother in the park. Theatrical agent June Collins, Phil Collins' mother, discovered him. June Collins, recognizing their potential, enrolled both Jack and Arthur at the Barbara Spica Stage School, an independent institution located in Acton, West London. This serendipitous encounter marked the beginning of Jack Wilde's journey into the realm of performance and set the stage for the remarkable career that lay. Wilde's early success as a child actor paved the way for a promising future. However, the transition into adulthood brought forth personal challenges that would shape the latter part of his life. Wrestling with alcoholism and health issues, Wilde found himself grappling with the shadows that often accompany the spotlight. The pressures of the entertainment industry, coupled with the challenges of transitioning from child star to adult actor, contributed to the hurdles Wilde faced. His battle with alcoholism persisted for years, exacting a toll on both his career and well-being. Despite earnest attempts to confront his addiction, the struggle endured. Tragically, Jack Wilde's health underwent a steady decline, marked by a series of formidable challenges. In the year 2000, he received a diagnosis of oral cancer, a condition he attributed to his habits of drinking and smoking. Swift action followed, with Wilde undergoing chemotherapy immediately. However, the severity of the situation led to the removal of his tongue and voice box in July 2004, rendering him incapable of speech. From that point forward, Wilde communicated through his devoted wife, Claire, as they navigated the challenges and complexities of life together. The love and support of Claire became an integral part of Jack Wilde's life, offering solace and companionship in the face of adversity. On March 1, 2006, at the age of 53, Jack Wilde passed away. The cause of his death was linked to complications arising from oral cancer. His life's journey stands as a poignant reminder of the intricate challenges intertwined with early fame, the complexities of transitioning to adulthood in the public eye, and the profound and devastating effects of addiction on both personal and physical well-being. In the echoes of his story, there lies a narrative that calls for reflection on the highs and lows of a life lived under the unforgiving glare of the spotlight. Heather ORourke. Her full name is Heather Michelle ORourke and came into the world on December 27, 1975, under the sunny skies of San Diego. Born to Kathleen and Michael ORourke, her mother skillfully wielded a needle as a seamstress, while her father, a craftsman of wood, pursued carpentry. The ORourke family expanded with the presence of an older sister, Tammy ORourke, who, like Heather, ventured into acting. But sadly, the trajectory of Heather's family changed completely when her parents parted ways in 1981. Seeing as she was still pretty young by then, that singular event affected her in more ways than one, and even sadder was the fact that she had to accept it regardless of how she felt. Following the dissolution of her parents' union, ORourke's mother, Kathleen, entered a new romantic chapter with part-time truck driver Jim Peel. This familial evolution unfolded within the confines of a trailer park in Anaheim, California, where they planted temporary roots. Again, in 1984, the winds of change carried Heather's family to a new abode, changing the trajectory of her life one more time, this time in a home in the picturesque locale of Big Bear Lake, California. There, she attended Big Bear Elementary School, and she seemed to be settling down nicely with everyone else. But sadly, the reverse was the case, as she also got into acting around that time. Amidst her acting endeavors, she found herself navigating the halls of Big Bear Elementary School, trying to merge both aspects of her life at the same time. Even though she did well in school and even ascended to the presidency of her 5th grade class, for a child so young, the damage to her mental health was already done. As life continued its cinematic narrative, the family's journey brought them to Lakeside, California, a suburban landscape nestled near San Diego at the time of Heather's untimely departure from this world. Through the twists and turns of life, from trailer parks to suburban sanctuaries, Heather O'Rourke's story unfolded against the backdrop of diverse landscapes, most of which were too much for a child like her. But just when you thought the story couldn't get any worse, the direction of Heather's life was woven with threads of unexpected and heart-wrenching circumstances. Despite the accolades she garnered for her performance across all 3 Poltergeist films, Heather's narrative took an unforeseen turn in early 1988 when, at the tender age of 12, she succumbed to a grave illness. Initially misdiagnosed, her condition was later unveiled as congenital stenosis of the intestine, a profound obstruction in the symphony of her vital organs. Despite undergoing surgical intervention to rectify the issue, Heather's health spiraled into a rapid deterioration. On the fateful day of February 1, 1988, she departed from this world during a cardiac arrest induced by septic shock, an unwelcome encore stemming from the complications of the intestinal disorder and its subsequent medical interventions. Her untimely demise sent shockwaves through the realms of entertainment, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of fans. The circumstances surrounding her passing birth add a tapestry of speculation and sorrow, yet Heather O'Rourke's legacy endures, immortalized through the ethereal quality of her performances in the Poltergeist films. Dana Plato. Her journey began as the adopted child of a teen mother, finding her roots in the San Fernando Valley. Before venturing into acting, she showcased her talent as an accomplished figure skater. Her initial foray into the entertainment world involved numerous commercial appearances, and at the age of 10, she made her television debut with a brief role in The $6 Million Man. Plato then ventured into horror films, with notable roles in Exorcist II: The Heretic, 1977, and Return to Boggy Creek, 1977. The turning point in Plato's career came with the Academy Award-winning film California Suite, 1978, where she portrayed Jenny Warren. This marked her breakthrough, earning widespread recognition and acclaim. However, it was her role as Kimberly Drummond in Different Strokes that truly catapulted her into the spotlight. This iconic character brought Plato nominations for a Young Artist Award for Best Young Actress in a Comedy Series and 2 TV Land Awards for Best Quintessential Non-Traditional Family. Post Different Strokes, Plato's career took a varied path as she worked sporadically in independent films and B-movies. Beyond her professional endeavors, Plato experienced personal milestones, being married twice and welcoming a child in 1984 during her union with guitarist Lanny Lambert. Her life's narrative, filled with accomplishments, recognitions, and personal chapters, adds complexity to the tragic tale that unfolded in the later years of her life. However, she too soon encountered a tragic trajectory in her life, marked by a series of personal and professional challenges. Struggling with financial difficulties and substance abuse, Plato's career took a downturn after she departed from the show. The turning point came in 1991 when Plato faced a significant setback. Arrested for robbing a video store in Las Vegas, clad in a ski mask and wielding a pellet gun, she demanded money from the clerk, absconding with a modest sum. Plato voluntarily surrendered to authorities, with her motives latter linked to financial struggles and career hardships. This incident marked a tragic juncture in Plato's life, inviting legal consequences and intensifying public scrutiny of her personal challenges. It was a manifestation of the difficulties she grappled with post Different Strokes. This episode became a noteworthy chapter in Dana Plato's troubled life, contributing to the overall tragic narrative that unfolded in the years leading up to her untimely death on May 8, 1999. The official cause of her demise was ruled as a drug overdose. Plato's life was characterized by profound struggles, and her untimely death underscored the challenges she faced while navigating the complexities of fame and personal difficulties. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of the shadows cast by the entertainment industry and its impact on individuals, shedding light on the darker aspects that can accompany a life in the public eye. Moran. Hailing from the vibrant city of Burbank, California, Erin Marie Moran emerged into the world on October 18, 1960, with the magnetic allure of Los Angeles in her backdrop. Her formative years unfolded in the neighboring enclave of North Hollywood, creating the canvas for the tales that would shape her narrative. As the second youngest among 6 siblings, Erin's familial tapestry was woven by the hands of Sharon and Edward Moran. Her father, a steward of finances, and her mother, a nurturing force, recognized and fostered Erin's budding passion for acting. A pivotal moment occurred at the tender age of 5 when her mother, a supportive architect of dreams, enlisted Erin with a talent agent, setting the stage for her journey into the realm of entertainment. The Moran family extended its influence into the realms of acting, with 2 of Erin's brothers, John Moran and Tony Moran, joining her on this creative odyssey. However, behind the scenes of glamour and success, Erin's life took a tumultuous turn. In 1992, she courageously stepped into the public arena, accusing her father of both physical and mental abuse, shining a spotlight on the complexities that often linger beneath the veneer of fame. This revelation offered a poignant glimpse into the personal struggles that Erin Moran, the actress with a radiant on-screen presence, navigated off-camera. In the spotlight, Erin Moran dazzled as Joni Cunningham on the beloved TV sitcom Happy Days. However, behind the scenes, her journey took an unforeseen turn, weaving a tale of challenges that led to a tragic conclusion. She reached her zenith with the fame of the 1970s, courtesy of Happy Days and its spin-off Joni Loves Chachi. However, as she grew older and the curtains gradually closed on her illustrious career, Moran found herself grappling with the complexities of maintaining stable employment and facing financial turmoil. In the aftermath of her heyday, personal struggles, including periods of homelessness, became part of her narrative. Living with her husband, Steve Fleischman, in a trailer park in Indiana, Moran faced a harsh reality. The final chapter unfolded on April 22, 2017, as Erin Moran bid farewell at the age of 56. The cause of her demise was later revealed as complications from stage 4 squamous cell carcinoma of the throat. Moran's passing ignited discussions about the challenges that befall former child stars, emphasizing the difficulties of transitioning to adulthood within the unforgiving embrace of the entertainment industry. Her poignant story serves as a profound reminder, shedding light on the intricate dance between early fame and the formidable challenges some individuals encounter after the spotlight dims. Dominique Dunn. She was the actress celebrated for her role in the film Poltergeist, but sadly she met a heart-wrenching fate at a tender age. Born on November 23, 1959, Dunn embarked on her acting journey, initially experiencing success. But life had other plans for her. Born in Santa Monica, California, the youngest child of Ellen Beatriz Lenny, a ranching heiress, and Dominique Dunn, a writer, producer, and actor, Dunn had Irish and Mexican ancestry. Her father was born and raised in an Irish Catholic family, with her maternal grandfather an Irish American and her maternal grandmother a Mexican who was from Sonora, Mexico. Dunn had 2 older brothers, Alexander Alex and Griffin Dunn, who was an actor and director. She was also the niece of married novelists John Gregory Dunn and Joan Didion. As she grew older, fate smiled at her and allowed her to find love, but little did she know it would turn out to be the worst decision of her life. Dominique Dunn's connection with John Thomas Sweeney, a sous chef at Ma Maison restaurant, unfolded at a 1981 party, eventually leading them to share a 1-bedroom residence on Rangeley Avenue in West Hollywood after a few weeks of dating. However, the promise of their union quickly dissolved due to Sweeney's escalating jealousy and possessiveness, which gave way to frequent arguments and physical abuse directed at Dunn. The strain on their relationship reached a breaking point during an intense altercation on August 27, 1982, where Sweeney, in a fit of rage, violently pulled out clumps of Dunn's hair. Terrified, Dunn sought refuge at her mother's house, only to find Sweeney aggressively demanding entry, pounding on doors and windows. Her mother intervened, instructing him to leave and threatening police involvement. Despite this harrowing incident, a few days later, Dunn returned to the shared home with Sweeney, rekindling their tumultuous relationship. However, the trajectory of her life darkened on September 26, 1982, when, at the age of 22, she fell victim to a tragic incident. During a heated argument in the driveway of her West Hollywood home, she was strangled by her ex-boyfriend, John Thomas Sweeney. Though initially resuscitated and hospitalized, Dominique Dunn never regained consciousness, ultimately succumbing to the irreversible consequences on November 4, 1982, just 5 days after the vicious attack. The subsequent murder trial concluded with Sweeney being convicted of voluntary manslaughter and receiving a relatively short sentence. This outcome triggered public outcry and ignited conversations about the legal system's handling of domestic violence cases. Dominique Dunn's tragic narrative stands as a solemn reminder of the devastating toll of domestic violence. Her untimely death not only brought attention to issues surrounding abuse, but also heightened awareness about the imperative need for legal reforms aimed at better protecting victims. In the echoes of her story, the urgency for societal reflection and proactive measures to combat domestic violence resonates, ensuring that her legacy contributes to fostering change and advocacy for those affected by such profound challenges. Lisa Loring. Raised in Hawaii, Lisa later relocated to Los Angeles alongside her mother. Her early steps into the world of entertainment began at a remarkably young age, as she commenced modeling at the tender age of 3. Loring's debut on the screen occurred in 1964 when she appeared in an episode of Dr. Kildare. Tragically, Lisa Loring faced the devastating loss of her mother, who succumbed to alcoholism in 1974 at the age of 34. This poignant chapter in her life added layers of complexity to Loring's personal journey, shaping her resilience in the face of adversity and contributing to the unique tapestry of her experiences. Despite all of these, she became an acclaimed American actress renowned for her iconic portrayal of Wednesday Addams in the original The Addams Family TV series. Initiating her acting journey at a young age, Loring garnered recognition and popularity for her compelling depiction of Wednesday Addams. Post The Addams Family, Lisa continued to contribute to the entertainment industry, making appearances in various TV shows and films. Although her later career did not reach the same zenith as her childhood role, she remained connected to her Addams Family legacy, occasionally participating in related events and fan conventions. However, beyond the spotlight, Lisa Loring openly addressed personal challenges, specifically her struggles with substance abuse. In interviews, she candidly discussed her battles with addiction and her persistent efforts to overcome them. While her acting pace slowed down, Lisa Loring maintained ties to her Addams Family roots. Marriage also played a significant role in Lisa Loring's life, marked by multiple unions and failures. Loring wed Farrell Faumberg in 1973 at the age of 15, resulting in the birth of a daughter. However, the marriage concluded within a year. Her second marriage took place in 1981 to actor Doug Stevenson, a contract performer on the CBS Procter & Gamble soap opera Search for Tomorrow. Loring bore a second daughter with Stevenson, and their marriage concluded in 1983. In 1987, Loring entered matrimony with adult film actor Jerry Butler, whom she encountered on the set of the 1987 adult film Tracy's Big Trick, where she served as a makeup artist and uncredited writer. Throughout their marriage, Loring expressed dissatisfaction with Butler's sustained involvement in pornography. Eventually, Butler began clandestinely participating in porn shoots without her knowledge. In a 1990s interview with Dateline NBC, Butler acknowledged being addicted to the lifestyle and expressed shame over the impact of his covert behavior on their marriage. The couple later addressed the challenges posed by Butler's porn career on the Sally Jessy Raphael show. They officially divorced in 1992. The same year, Butler began distancing himself from the hardcore pornography industry and voluntarily retreated from the public eye for several years. Loring entered her fourth marriage with Graham Rich in 2003, but the union faced challenges, leading to their separation in 2008 and eventual divorce in 2014. Tragically, Lisa Loring faced health challenges, possibly exacerbated by smoking and hypertension. She suffered a stroke, leading to her untimely passing at Providence St. Joseph Medical Center in Burbank, California on January 28, 2023, at the age of 64.